Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Chase here at Rocky Mountain. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video we have the Fox Bomber Pro and the Bomber Pro Air ADV gloves. So Fox in the last few years has dropped an entire line out of adventure gear, so be sure to check that out. But the Bomber Pro is going to be, their premium glove in that line. And as I mentioned, two options. The Air is going to just be more perforation, more airflow. So for warm weather riding, that's going to be the better option between the two. But with these, they're both full goatskin leather construction. You're going to have Superfabric here on the ulna and the palm, hard molded knuckle, and a lot of other great features. And with Fox, look, I've been to their headquarters. I know that when they put their mind to something, they go all out. They don't leave any stone unturned. And you can tell that they put a lot of time, a lot of effort into these gloves and just their whole adventure lineup. So if you have questions though, as I go through and I talk about these, please leave those down below and we will help to get those answered. All right, so first things first, as far as the fit goes, really like the fit of this. I'm wearing a size medium. It is spot on. All the fingers are just the right length for me. It does have an articulated fit, and so anytime I have a glove like this, I always go out to a bike, I'll grab the controls just to kind of feel, does it feel thick and bulky? Do I have good feel on the controls? Things like that. Also, does it bunch up in the palm when I'm grabbing the grips? So happy to report that here in the palm, you can see as I close my hand, very little to no bunching with the goatskin leather in the palm area. Now, keep in mind, we have our fit guarantee. If you buy any glove, if you're not happy with how it fits, you can send it back in brand new unused condition, and we'll give you free shipping both ways on your first exchange to make sure you get the size and the fit that is best for you. I would also recommend, or just let you know that, look, it's goatskin leather. It's a very soft, premium feeling leather on this glove, which means that if it does feel just maybe a little bit snug when you first get it, this glove's gonna break in, it is gonna stretch out a little bit. So it's just something to remember. Now, before I go on, let me just point out, so I talked earlier about how I put on these gloves, I'll go and I'll grab the controls of a bike. This is the only negative that I can find for me personally about the Bomber Pro. So when you look at the palm, you notice that they have this extra panel here, and then they have these little pads at the base. For me, when I grab the controls, it just feels a little bit bulky. It just doesn't feel like I'm getting my hand close to the grip, and I just don't have the best dexterity. And if you watch a lot of the riding that we do, I was on a ride down in Death Valley not too long ago. We're standing up a lot. I'm sitting there, I'm working the controls. So this glove to me just doesn't offer as much feel as I personally would want, but it's gonna offer a lot of comfort, especially with those pads there in the palm. So that's the only thing that I noticed that for me, I wasn't the biggest fan of. But Fox does have their Bomber Stealth glove, which is not gonna have as much protection. It's not gonna be all goatskin on the back of the hand, but if you look at the palm on the Bomber Stealth, it's a much thinner looking glove. It's still premium leather, but it's gonna give much better feel on the control, so I would definitely check that one out too. All right, let's start on the back of the hand. So to put it on, you've got this Velcro tab here. You get a good seal around the wrist, again, very comfortable. Maybe it would be nice to have a little pull loop right here just to help get those on. But on the ulna and the palm, you have these pads, and then you're gonna have Superfabric. So Superfabric, if you've never heard of this material before, it's incredibly abrasion resistant, and obviously it's nice to have in this area because that's where you're likely to slide if you were to go down. But Superfabric is actually these little ceramic plates that are welded on, or these welded plates that are put in these areas, and this is a CE certified glove. But when it comes to durability and abrasion resistance, I don't know of any material that's probably gonna be better than Superfabric. But as you look at the back of the hand here, so you got some reflectivity, big hard molded knuckle on the back. Now, when I'm fully squeezing my fist like this, I can feel this molded knuckle protector start to dig in a little bit, but you gotta remember, you're gonna be more in this position while riding, and when I'm here, I'm not really noticing that. You do have some perforation here on that leather on the back of the hand. As you work your way down the fingers, you've got these stretch billows on all four. You do have some TPR right here, just some rubber for just some added protection on each finger, more of that goat skin. I don't know why, but they only did the perforation on these two first fingers, not on the ring finger and the pinky. But as I flip it over and we look at the palm, touch or index finger and your thumb are gonna be touchscreen compatible. Again, you do have a little bit of perforation in that leather. When you look at the Bomber Pro Air, that one's gonna have a lot more perforation in the leather all throughout, so you're gonna get better airflow. And you can already see on the back of the hand here, all this tan material on the Pro Air, that's all gonna be a nylon mesh, just helping you flow more air than just the standard Bomber Pro. But we've already talked about these pads here. Look, as far as the durability and the comfort, this thing rocks. Again, just a little bit thick in this area for me, but overall, Fox Bomber Pro, comfortable, CE certified, great glove from Fox. If you have questions or comments about it, please leave those down below. We'll help to get those answered. To grab this one, to see the Bomber Stealth Glove, click the link or head over to RockyMountainATVMC.com. We ship for free over $75. If you want to stay up to date on products like these, get subscribed to the Rocky Mountain YouTube channel. I'm Chase, and we'll see you on the trails.